All right. Well, it's been a few months, and I decided to quit, so I'm gonna let him take over.
I got you.
He-
What the fuck?
This is your new
Okay.
co-host. Have fun, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so what do you think of the new iOS 26 thing or whatever?
Wait, wow, we're talking about that?
I'm
Yeah.
talking to that thing, not you. Get out
You're
of here. You
talking
quit.
to N? Serial designation N?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Nico. Yeah, I do iOS is good. And oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's a terrible N impression. But yeah.
Yeah, that was okay.
Anyway, you should check out this show. It's free on YouTube, so go ahead watch it. Anyway, we're
Okay.
back. It's been like 4 months since the last episode.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It's been a minute. So much has happened since the last episode has come out. We've had I don't know so much stuff.
We've had
I'm a
a
year
couple.
older. I'm a year older. He was already a year older. So uh,
Yeah, that's
uh,
fun.
I'm a year older. I have glasses now since the last episode.
True.
Yeah, yeah, I have glasses.
So, so let's get into the first
I
topic, which is my new 2015 video.
Yes, and I adopted these two goobers. This is a birthday gift, Zubel. Yeah, yeah. This I bought with my own money. So yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get into the big topic. This podcast came out back in July, and the first thing we talked about was your 2015 experience. And finally, that video is out right now.
Now that I'm gonna give you my thoughts, but I still recommend you go watch it.
Yes, let me
And I
let me pull
I
it. Let me pull it
I
up here.
probably said it multiple times. The thumbnail, in my opinion, is my favorite part. Like I like the video, but the thumbnail is really cool.
Yeah, thumbnail. Let me find your channel real
Mainly
quick.
because I've never like what I did is if you pull up the thumbnail, I did like a color filter over it, and I've never done that before. Like I've never done that like color filter like I did to make it look like 2015.
Yep. So
Yeah, like
this is
see
your.
that if you go over to it, see how in the top left it's purple, and then as it goes down, it like kind of changes colors.
Oh, it's a
Not the
gradient.
No, not the actual text. Like literally on like the picture, like the literal like actual picture. Like see how
Oh, the background, the
the
wall.
background. See how the top left is purple, and then the
Yeah,
bottom right is kind of like a different color. So
yeah, yeah,
the way I did it, that's actually has nothing to do with the lighting. By the way, my cousin took this and filmed a lot of clips. But
yeah.
the way I did that is I used the same gradient I used for the text. I used it on that, and then like
Yeah.
I basically just turned the opacity down. Like there's like way down on
Okay,
it.
I see.
It came,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I think it came out really good. I
yeah. It
like it.
looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me play the actual video here. The audios. We'll just mute the audio for now. But yeah.
Past me with
So
shorter hair.
yes, that's you with shorter hair. This video. You said in a week in 2025. You released it in the last 2 days of 2025.
Yeah, it was still came out in 2025, did it not?
I mean, it
Judges.
did. It did come out in 2025. That was your goal, and you got it. So,
Okay, I'll admit
yeah.
that this video, like, I waited a while to come out with this video, but I feel like if you watch the whole thing, the end result is extremely worth it. Because, like,
Yes, I.
this, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best video I've ever made in terms of, like, quality.
Oh,
Like,
1000%. This is your best video ever, I'd say.
like all the clips are like
Look
that,
at
for
that
example.
look at that shot. Look at that shot. Come on. I've
Like the
never
clip,
done a B-roll shot that good.
yeah, like the clips are extremely high quality because my cousin Sawyer, shout out to him, Sawyer Photography, you can find him on Instagram. But he basically helped me. Like
This is
we
Street
spent
View.
two,
This is Street View. This is
yeah,
Street
this
View.
is
This is
Google
not real.
Street View, but let's
Yeah.
call it like that, for example. That was all
Yeah.
us, and that's not like a downloaded shot. That's something that
They-
like me and my cousin made. Like
that
we spent
almost looks like a downloaded shot. That's how good it is.
yeah, like we spent one day over the summer getting shots, which is why a lot of these shots are like filmed during the summer. Like that shot right there was filmed. Like that shot right there was pretty much filmed like a couple weeks.
July 28th. You can see the date in the corner.
Yeah, you can see it on the iPad. You can see the different dates and stuff. Like you see that says December.
December. Yeah. Was that?
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Is that the Whip It? Did you play the Whip It Nene on that iPad?
Yeah. What's more 2015 than Whip It Nene?
Yeah, it makes sense, but still. Yeah.
That iPad. See, that iPad was easily my favorite part. That is fun to play with, and it's really like, even though it's a year older than every device I used in that video, or like around a year older, even though Apple is still selling it.
It was still the latest iPad Air in 2015. So yeah,
I remember that the iTunes fanboy commented on my video. He's like, "Well, actually, the iTunes or not iTunes. What am I saying? The ports on the 2017 MacBook Air was the last MacBook with USB-A and MagSafe 2." And I replied to that. I was like, I was actually talking about the MacBook Pro. I meant like the MacBook Pro. I was like,
wonder who
that could have been. I'm like, you pointed that out to me. I'm like, I'm not going back and fixing that. Like that's like, it's already out. I'm not redoing that. One video that
better late than ever.
Better late than never. Yeah, pretty much. I pinned that, I think. Yeah. And then it's just like, it was such a fun video to make. Like, I still have all those products.
Let me play that B-roll shot.
Yeah, I might. This is my cousin. We were at a Starbucks, and my cousin was literally sitting there, like in a chair, like trying to get the clip while we were trying to be discreet as possible, because I didn't want to get kicked out.
Yeah.
Like,
I assume you'd look very weird recording, having like this giant ass camera and you're like zooming in on a MacBook.
Yeah, this is what a Sony.
This shot always scares me. Like, it looks like it's about to fall off.
It does look like that. There's actually a lot of room on the other side though. Like, and that the screen's open. I don't know if you can't really tell.
Yeah,
like, the screen
you can
open.
barely tell. You can barely tell.
There's like a little lip to it. What else is there? And then there was the iPhone 6s was easily the worst part of that video. Like that, I hate that phone.
Yeah.
Like after this, I hate that phone.
This guy right here.
Yeah. That phone it's too like it's too like, if I should have used a 6s Plus instead.
Yeah.
I should use a 6s Plus. But like,
sorry, that B-roll shot is great.
Oh my god, I love this shot. This is
a
so
great
fun.
shot.
I came up with this last minute, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it.
That's a good shot, yeah.
And after all of that, I got a copyright.
Oh yeah, you did
for the outro music.
Yeah, right there.
I'm like, really? Like, really? I'm like, I'm like, I'm not making money off this anyway, so I really don't care. But like,
yeah,
it's like, I don't know. After all that, a copyright claim. I'm like, I'm like, of all things, I thought I was gonna get copyright. I thought I was gonna get hit with copyright for that club, for playing club step on what's it called in the DJ shot.
Yeah.
This
oh my god! You pull the iPad out of the books. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were literally just didn't buy a thing. By the way, we were literally just in there, just like in this one. We found one section, and we just kind of kept filming shots. Oh yeah, and also what's called the iPad and the iPhone were dead.
That's right. That's right. They were dead. So you just touching nothing.
That was literally just me acting like I'm doing something. I was touching nothing.
Yeah, just like. Yeah.
Pretty much. I was pretending in my head like I was doing something. I was imagining in my head. iTunes.
iTunes. That's
I
like that's a Wayback Machine.
iTunes. The
Yeah.
iTunes. Oh yeah, and then
Yes.
that's older than
Yeah, that's like
189.
skeuomorphic.
To be honest with you, I feel like I overpaid slightly for it. I feel
Yeah.
like I mean
Yeah.
it is pretty much like it's like very close to the like best MacBook Pro to the like best MacBook Pro they were selling at the time. The only one above that was the 2.7 i5. And mine's the
Or
2.5.
i7. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Um.
i7. Or yeah, it's an
Yeah.
i7. But like it was like that was the only difference pretty much. Like it has 16 gigs of RAM and it
Well, all
really
of them do. Yeah,
if
all of
I
them did at the time.
yeah, if I didn't need more confirmation, like I'm convinced my iMac runs better than that laptop does.
Um. It'd be
Like
close. It'd be close. I think.
it'd be close, but like using my iMac, like that MacBook's fine, but the problem is once it gets even once you're doing something that's even a little bit intensive, it starts throttling like crazy,
Throttling. Yeah.
and then it messes up with the performance. With the iMac, I don't have that issue. Like it doesn't really it doesn't throttle unless I'm like trying to do like 4 streams of a video.
And keep in mind
My Apple TV video.
yeah, keep in mind his iMac's from 2012. So,
Yeah, and
like,
it's an i5 too. But I mean,
yeah,
it literally still does pretty much everything. It does everything I need it to do. It's a good computer. It's still a good
yes,
computer. Like
yes. But then you upgrade to the M4 MacBook Pro anyway.
yeah, I mean, the MacBook's obviously way better, but like
That shit. Oh
for
damn it! You
what
still didn't do 4K for this one.
I didn't because I just like all the clips. Everything was filmed in 1080
Oh,
anyway.
that reminds
Right?
me. That reminds me. You said that you were going to edit this video on that 2015 MacBook Pro, but you didn't.
Yeah, that I originally said that, but I mean, did you see some of the shots I got in this video? Like
Yeah, like
that
this
MacBook,
one.
I actually started this project on it and then I sent it over to my MacBook Pro, to my current
Yeah,
MacBook Pro, when I realized just how laggy it is. Like you don't
yeah,
like if you like if I don't know how to explain it. It's just so bad to the point where like Final Cut is like lagging and stuff, and I'm just like, no,
yeah,
I can't
yeah,
do it. I can't do it. I don't
yeah,
know how. There's a video if you know Super Mario Logan SML. There's a video on his girlfriend's channel of him editing a video in Adobe After Effects, and like it's using the pretty much the same MacBook I was using. Like maybe like it may be like a year older version
yeah,
of it, but he's like editing this thing, and it's like struggling to just render like a simple frame, like even
yeah.
and this is back in 2017. Keep in mind, this MacBook wasn't that old in 20. It's like 2017. It wasn't that
20
old.
set. Yeah,
It was maybe
that,
like 2 or 3 years old at the time, depending on which one he had. And it's like it's
yeah,
so I'm like it can. I had a video clip on my phone actually, and me pointing that out. And I'm like, this confirms it that even back then those MacBooks sucked. It's just there was nothing better at the time.
like this. So Snazzy Labs, he made a video about this recently. About like how the Intel era, like so many people talk about how Apple Silicon has sort of like plateaued, where we used to have huge upgrades and now things are much more consistent. But let me put this in perspective for you. From 2014 to 2019, the MacBook Pro only got 75% faster in 5 years. Meanwhile, from 2020 to 2025, the MacBook Pro has gone 2.5 times faster.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, 5 year difference, 1 decade to another. We went from 75% to 2.5 times. Like, that is insane.
To be
Yeah,
honest, like I mean, I have an M4 MacBook. I see like literally no reason to get to upgrade to like the M4 Pro or M4 Max. Like
yeah, or
everything
the
I do on
M5.
it
Yeah,
or M5, like anything I want to do or like what I'm saying is yeah, you don't need for most people you don't need more than like a base model MacBook Pro. Like if we're
yeah.
talking if we're talking the processor, like you don't need that. Most people shouldn't get the M4 Pro or M4 Max because
Most
it's like
people. most people can get by with a MacBook Air.
Yeah, most people could just get by with a MacBook Air. It's like it's not even like my cousin got an M4 MacBook Air or like for college, and I'm like I used
Yeah,
it. It's like it runs just as good as my MacBook does. It's like
yeah,
there's no practical reason to like spend the extra money on that unless you're doing something like you're rendering like 6 streams of like 8K footage. I can't really
yes.
see which most people
And
aren't.
even then, it might run pretty decently on that M4.
Yeah, even then, I don't even think it would be that bad. Like it's just like
Yeah,
it. I think it's fine. I don't think people need that big of an upgrade currently.
yes,
I
yes,
think you're fine with what people are fine with what we're at because like try editing on a 2015 MacBook. Like this MacBook is like
yeah.
even my 2020 MacBook Air, which was like what 5? It's 5 years newer than
Keep in
that.
mind, we're talking about Intel 2020.
Talking about my Intel one, like I used to edit 4K on that.
Yeah.
I used to edit 4K, and it used to. If it, here's the thing: don't upgrade it past Ventura, otherwise it'll suck. It won't
Yeah,
work well.
there's a reason why it's not getting the latest.
Yeah, if you don't upgrade past Ventura, it's a fine. Like you could use it for basic things. Like
Yes.
I used to edit 4K on macOS Monterey on that MacBook. Like my earlier videos, like all of those were edited in Final Cut Pro on that MacBook, and it's like it handled it just fine back then.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
mean, like was it the greatest experience? No.
No.
Did it get me through? Yes.
Yes.
It's like I don't know, maybe I've just gotten so used to my M4 MacBook Pro, but it's just like you can't go back after that. Like
Yeah.
I remember saying to you actually, I remember saying right before I got my new MacBook, I remember saying I'm like it runs fine. Like it's on Sequoia. I'm like it runs fine. It works fine. I'm like and like if you never experienced this, I mean like
Yeah.
to be fair, I thought the same thing 10 years ago when I had an iPod Touch 5 running iOS 9.3.5 as my daily driver and an iPad 2. Like
Yeah.
if as long as you don't experience the newer thing, it's not gonna mess you up. It's not gonna
Yes.
ruin like once you use the better thing, it like kind of ruins you for the crappier version.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, it spoils you. It spoils you.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, speaking of newer things, we're getting some new things here soon because ladies and gentlemen, Apple event has been announced. Uh, kind of ish. This is weird. It's happening on March 4th, but they're not calling it an event. They're calling it an experience.
I
And
don't I don't know how to respond to that. It's low-key,
they're
like
calling it an Apple experience.
Apple experience.
Apple experience. This just came out this morning, and like I just I was not expecting that because today is a holiday. It's President's Day here in the U.S. and
Yep.
I was not expecting Apple to announce something today, but they did. So yeah,
It's
in
cool.
New York we have on March 4th we're getting an Apple experience or something like that.
So, yeah, what is this experience gonna like entail? Like,
Yes. Well, we are getting some new products. Specifically, uh, we're getting new MacBooks. Finally, we've been back and forth about this on Twitter, but we're getting the M5 Pro and M5 Max MacBook Pro at this event or experience.
okay,
Because right now, we're on the M4 Pro, M4 Max. We got the base M5, but we don't have the Pro and Max yet. So we're getting that here at this event, and we're also getting new iPads. We're getting iPad Air. We're getting an update to this guy, the base iPad, and we're getting potentially Apple TV, HomePod, all that stuff, and maybe iPhone 17e, which I'll talk about here in a second. But I think the headliner for this event is the base $600 MacBook, the base model, which we were talking about Apple Silicon earlier. This guy is going to be pretty, this guy's going to be pretty killer. Because I told you about this machine earlier,
Yeah.
because it's going to be the low cost MacBook.
Checkmate
We're getting
Chromebooks.
back. Take that, Chromebooks. Yeah, A18 Pro chip, just like the iPhone 16 Pro, and it's going to come in a bunch of fun colors.
For 600, that's pretty cheap for a MacBook.
It's the cheapest MacBook ever.
Yeah, and what's the screen size going to be? Like a 12-inch MacBook or 13?
12.9 inches.
Okay, so it's like the iPad Pro then.
Yeah, or more closer to iPad Air, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but $600 and a bunch of fun colors. Yellow MacBook, anyone? That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
What would be what would be cool is that if our school switched over to these and then we got to like pick the color.
Yeah, that would be sick, but the schools would probably just pick silver.
Our school is too broke for it, so.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, they're gonna pick a $600 Chromebook because they're stupid.
I think someone looked up on eBay and the price of Chromebooks at our school. Someone found one for like $10 on eBay.
I guarantee you it's probably broken.
Yeah.
Or it's locked to the school system. But
that's all right. I don't expect anything less from our school.
Yeah. Let me actually show my concept of this MacBook because I was pretty proud of this one. Let me find it here. It's right here. This is the yellow one because why not? If I can load it up here, we'll talk about that here in a second. Thank you. Finally. Oh my god. Yeah, I need that M5 Pro MacBook Pro now. But yeah, this is my concept of it. Sort of with the iPad Air sort of bezels here.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how I feel about those bezels.
Yes, so 4:3 aspect ratio, which is interesting to say the least.
You can watch old TV shows like they're meant to be watched.
Yes, this is how macOS would look like on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be good for text. It's gonna be good for text because you see a lot of text content, but for video, it's not that good for video.
Now Loki brings up another topic I want to talk about. How's macOS Tahoe treating you?
Oh yes. You noticed that, good sir.
Yeah.
Yes. So finally, I've updated to macOS Tahoe 26.3 because that came out last week, and it's been how do I say this? It's been a love-hate relationship. Let me say that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a love-hate relationship. So in the last episode,
here, go to Launchpad. Let's go to the beautiful Launchpad. Oh wait.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, when did you switch to Windows 11?
Well, wait. Hang on. Let me show you something here. Ta-da!
Is that something you downloaded?
Yes, this is a third-party app called LaunchOS.
Yeah, if I upgrade, I'm gonna have to get that.
Yeah,
I refuse to use that shitty.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. After using this for a little bit, I don't hate it actually.
Really?
I don't hate this actually. This app launcher. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not the best, like having to like find your apps, but this is encouraging me to use Spotlight a lot more. Like if I want to look up, like right here, if I go up like ChatGPT, and there you go. I can do that.
I didn't even know there was a native ChatGPT app for Mac. I didn't know that was.
Yeah, there has been. But yeah, so there's that. There's obviously the icons. I have the dark mode icons on right now. Let me turn on the other icons just for
Yeah.
fun. So this is the default one. If it can work, there you go. Yeah, that's the default look for the icons. If I do the clear icons are kind of stupid on the Mac. Like, what's the point of the clear icons on the Mac?
Yeah.
And then the tinted ones are interesting. I pointed this out on Twitter. This looks like how did my notes app show up there? That's weird. This reminds me of Blitz from Hell of a Boss, this Finder icon.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But overall, Liquid Glass, also a little love-hate relationship with it on the Mac, because what the hell? Why is notes keep popping up here? It's being a ghost.
Okay, so I want to ask you a
Yeah.
question now. How you're using close to the oldest MacBook supported, close, because the
Yes.
one Intel MacBook Pro is still supported, but
Yes.
close to the slowest MacBook still supported.
This is the slowest MacBook Air supported.
Slowest MacBook Air supported. So how's it feel like running wise? Like, is it choppy or like?
Okay.
What are the pros and cons? Give them to me.
That's been mixed. So performance seems livable. Performance seems fine.
Compared to Sequoia?
Compared to Sequoia, yeah. But there are a few snags that I've encountered. For one, you may notice, look at my dock right here. I am not using Safari.
Why?
I'm using a alternative called Orion. I'll talk about that in a second. But the reason why I'm not using Safari is because Safari is damn near unusable in macOS Tahoe. You use Chrome. I know you use Chrome, but you should stick with Chrome in Tahoe, because Safari sucks. Safari sucks now. I don't know what they did. Safari is damn near unusable. I tried to upload a video the other day. It took 10 minutes, and yet it was only 6% uploaded. Meanwhile, I opened up Opera, which is bloated to hell. I opened up Opera. It took under a minute to upload the entire video.
Like, when you say it's unusable, do you mean like interface-wise or like performance-wise?
Performance-wise.
Okay.
Safari sucks in macOS Tahoe.
So, yeah, like you said, I don't use Safari anyway, except for on my iPhone. Like I use Chrome just because I've literally used Chrome like literally since Windows XP. Yeah. So like I've just never felt the need to switch because I just sync it with my Google accounts.
And you know what? With macOS Tahoe, you shouldn't switch. Stick with Chrome, because Safari is terrible. But here's the thing. So the reason why I'm using Orion is because it looks exactly like Safari. Like, look at this.
Oh, to be honest with you, I didn't even think twice about it. Like when you're sharing your screen, I didn't think twice.
Even functionality-wise, it has all the same features as Safari. So like it's pretty similar, and it also supports Chrome extensions. So it's pretty good.
So it's based on Chromium then?
No, it's based on WebKit still. Based on Safari WebKit.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's
pretty good. Yeah.
So I like after updating my iPhone to iOS 26, I kind of refuse to upgrade anything else, at least in the near future. Like I know you've been telling me to get iPadOS and get
iPadOS is game changing. I do not regret iPadOS at all. Like, yeah.
And get I know you told me to get iPadOS and you told me to get the new. Or I don't think you told me to get Tahoe, but like you told me to get the new iPadOS, and I'm just like low key like I have a good iPad. There's no problem there. Like I have an iPad Air M1.
Or whatever, your iPad's faster than mine. 5. So yeah.
So and then I'm just like low key like. Also, outside of that, I low key just prefer the way iOS 18 looks, like to iOS 26. Like iOS 26, like the tinting is cool. Like I literally like I changed my background, and now this is what it looks like on my phone, like with the red tinted icons with the background. But it's like I think it looks cool.
You can probably tell who my favorite character is based on these things.
Yeah, and it's just like I haven't had any desire to go ahead and update my iPad. Like literally until things, unless iOS 20 or unless iPadOS 27 is like amazing, I'm not going to be updating my iPad for a while. At least until I start losing app support. Plus, in
I think
my MacBook, considering my MacBook Pro is my daily driver, I am not ready to risk installing Tahoe on it. Like I'm sure it will be fine, and I'm fully willing to admit that. But like for now, at least in the near future, like there's like no like practical reason I feel to like risk installing these at the risk of like performance or like other bugs. Because
so.
from what I've seen, all the new 26 OSs have been kind of riddled with bugs from the very beginning. Like I've used iOS betas. I've used the iOS 11
Yeah,
beta. I've used the iOS
iOS
13
11
beta.
sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've used that beta. I've used iOS 13 beta. I've used the iOS 17 and 18 beta. Nothing. I've never had a bad experience besides like iOS 11 being the worst. But like it doesn't even
Yeah.
compare to how fucking awful the iOS 26 beta was. My brightness was fucked up for so long. I had so many things, and I get it's a beta, but like there were
Yeah.
so many things fucked up on my phone that I've never had that issue with. Like my iPhone 13 Pro, I ran the iOS 18 beta on it, and it ran fine. This is an iPhone
Yeah.
16. This is the second latest phone. Apple literally still sells this. This it should run fine. No, literally,
Yeah.
and another thing, iOS 26, it takes up like a ridiculous amount of storage. I have a screenshot from a year
Yes.
ago
Yes.
when I transferred phones. I got the same storage. I was using 64 of 128 gigabytes. I'm literally using all my storage now. I have maybe 2 gigabytes free on my phone, and it's like,
Wait, right here. This is how much storage iOS
like
flipped, but
I don't
it
even have
says
Apple Intelligence installed on my phone anymore. I literally turned it off because I
it's
needed
taking up
storage.
almost 7 gigs right now. Like,
Yeah, I turned it off and I'm still using pretty much all my storage. I like look, when I go to Siri right now, it's that. Like
yeah,
I don't even and to be honest, Apple Intelligence is a whole nother topic I could get
we're
into.
we're gonna
But
talk
like
about that later. Yeah,
iOS 26 has just been an awful experience, and judging that, like I macOS Tahoe may be the greatest OS in the history. Like Steve Jobs himself may love it, but like Steve Jobs, or he's rolling over in his grave. I'm basically like right now because like I this is like it's just been such a shitty release, and I have no desire to update any of my devices to it. And like I'll admit there's some cool things like the full screen album art is from Apple
yeah,
Music is really cool. But like
yeah,
I will not update another device to that until iOS 27 comes out or until the 27 OSs come out.
yeah.
So
So
yeah, there's
here's the
no
thing.
up.
Here's the thing. So I made a video recently about iOS 27, and
Yeah.
that video popped off. It has almost 44,000 views.
Oh wait, pause for a
And
second. I thought of one more thing I gotta say.
what? Okay.
I remember back in the 2000s the way you used to like or back in like the 2010s early 2010s in the 2000s like the iOS 4 days how you'd plug your phone
Yeah.
into iTunes update it. I
Yeah.
literally had to do that
You
because
have
I
to do
had
that
no
now.
storage. I literally
I
have
did.
had to do that. Like I think I'm still on 26.2 because I don't feel like going through this process of updating my phone. Yeah, I'm running
I do.
26.2.1. And
I,
26.3 has been out for God knows how long.
a week. It's been not a week, but it's been like 4 days. But so I used to do that when I had a 64 gig iPhone, and
Yeah,
with
yeah, the
so.
people on iPhone 11s are so fucked. How are you using that?
Just realized that. Like for instance, hang on. This iPhone right here this phone was stuck on iOS 26.0 beta 4 for the longest time because this thing literally had no storage to update any further.
Do you even have
Um,
anything on there?
no, almost nothing on here, just a few photos.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And just today, iOS 26.4 beta 1 just came out, which we'll talk about that here in a second. I don't know if you can see that there, but the update size says 20.23 gigabytes.
and that's the other thing. It should be like megabyte 20.23. iOS is literally taking up on my phone 50 gigabytes.
That's the system data as well? Yeah.
System data and iOS,
Oh,
both 23 and 22 gigabytes. It's taking up 55 gigabytes on my phone. Or no, sorry, 45. And
no wonder why they bumped up the base storage on all the iPhone 17s to 256 gigs.
I have the only other thing that's like literally this is my top 5 apps. This is what it's taking up. Music is music is 13 gigs. Plex is 5 gigs because I have a season of a TV show downloaded. Photos is 4 gigs because all my photos are in the iCloud anyway. Snapchat is 2 gigs because I've like saved chats, and then TikTok is 2 gigs because I download offline TikToks to watch. It's like, and it like literally like 13 gigabytes of music. I admit is a little much, but like
yeah.
it's
it's because Apple Music does the lossless music, I think, right?
I used to download it in lossless, and then I just started downloading it in 256 again because it doesn't really to be honest, it doesn't really sound that different, or at least it just doesn't to me. It doesn't justify the storage. It takes. It used to be like 30. I used to have 30 gigs of music, and it was like maybe half the songs I've downloaded because the lossless takes up so much storage. I still have it when it streams, though. It streams off a lossless.
Yeah.
Streaming.
So for me, I have 94 out of 128 gigs used, and the app that uses the most data for me is YouTube because I use YouTube Premium to download offline videos, and then photos because again everything's in iCloud. Voice memos because this is my main microphone for videos. Locally AI because that's my on-device AI. WhatsApp because families sends a bunch of photos in there. Messages, X on my iPhone, and then YouTube Music. That's where my music is. I have like 200 songs downloaded on YouTube Music, and it only takes up 700 megabytes.
200 songs. That's rookie numbers.
How many songs do you have?
That's rookie numbers.
How many songs do you have on there?
I have 855 downloaded, and then I have a total of. I have 855 downloaded, and then I have a total of 2,700 in my iTunes library.
800 downloaded. Anyway, how much storage are you using there? It's like 16 gigs?
I'm using, around 16. So, like...
So by that logic, YouTube Music would take up only, like, 2.8 gigs if I were to download the same amount of songs as you.
Yeah, I'm literally using, like... I literally have, like, entire discographies on my phone. Like, with this, like, Fallout Boy right there is 1 gig alone. Because I literally have 10... Look, I have, like, 10 albums downloaded by them.
Yeah, bro, you should have waited an extra year to get the 17, so you get 256.
I really should have. And then
you should have waited. You should.
So all my music itself is like 12 gigs.
All
my music itself is 12.
We both should wait. The base 17 is too damn good.
Compared to just the storage, like I can't even lie to you. I was low-key looking into getting like a 17 Pro just for the storage.
Then just get the base 17 because it also is 256 gig.
Yeah, I don't know. I want the 3 cameras though. I liked that. I liked that from my. I missed that from my Pro from my 13 Pro. I missed my 13 Pro. Like I missed the graphite color, and the what's called chrome, and like the chrome sides. I missed that.
Stainless steel.
The stainless steel sides. I low-key miss some of that from my iPhone 13. I don't miss the chip. because the chip was like kind of old at that. The 13 is like the third oldest iPhone now supported.
Holy, my God! You made me feel old. You made me feel old.
The
and
phones I
I'm
literally
and
use,
I'm younger than you. What the
yeah,
hell?
the phones I used as daily drivers aren't even supported anymore. I used a 6S, that's not supported. 7 Plus, that's not supported.
I just remembered. Did you see that iOS 12 got an update recently?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was thinking of making a video about that.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did on the second channel. But yeah, iOS 12, 15, 16, 18, and 26 all got an update in the same day.
Why did 12, 15, 18, and 26, right?
12, 15, 16, 18, and 26.
Okay, and what devices? Oh wait, yeah, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
I hot take, or not even really a hot take, but like the 7 and the 7 Plus low key could have gotten one more update.
Oh,
I feel
what
like
they could have gone iOS 17.
probably.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
like
I feel like they cut the 10 off way too early. Like the iPhone 10,
oh,
like they should have gave that at least 17.
yeah, people were pissed when they dropped that. Um
Mm.
and like yeah, they released so many updates. Like they also released like WatchOS updates. WatchOS 6 got an update recently as well.
Is that
macOS
like a
Big
huge
Sur.
security bug?
Yeah, no. These updates, these most of these older updates are just for making
FaceTime
sure that
and
iMessage and FaceTime still work until 2020, after 2027. So
yeah, okay. I remember reading that now that I think about it. I'm like,
yeah,
so wait, does that mean like old like iOS 9 and 10 FaceTime doesn't work anymore?
they probably won't after 2027.
All right.
Yeah, but
My
macOS
Windows
Big
11
Sur,
keeps coming up.
macOS Big Sur, and macOS Catalina got an update as well.
Yo, hashtag bring back. That means my 2012 iMac, if I was running the older version, got an update.
Yep, right here. iMac 27-inch, late 2012.
Yeah.
You got a 2026 update for you waiting there.
Low-key, if you're
That is,
choosing between a MacBook Air 2020 Intel or an iMac from that era, get the iMac.
I mean, you
And
shouldn't want
and
either.
and swap it with an SSD. If
You,
if those are if you're straight on an island and those are your only two choices, pick the iMac.
yeah. WatchOS 6 got updates. WatchOS 9, 10. You got your Apple Watch has been updated, even though it's outdated. It's still got an update. Yeah,
10.6.1. It's
10.6.2,
on.
I think. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's what
so.
it is now.
Yeah, and iOS 16.7.14, which is a weird version number.
When did
That's out as well.
My Apple Watch lost support 2 years ago? I think.
Yeah,
No, because it
you
lost
dropped on
support when the new iPhone came out.
it dropped support on WatchOS 11, so you don't have WatchOS 11 and you don't have WatchOS 26.
At least I got the Snoopy wallpaper.
Yeah, you do.
Before.
Yeah, but like we have iOS 16.7.14, which is a very weird version number.
Why don't they just call it 16.8?
we're gonna be dead before they call it 16.8. We're gonna have 16.7.570.
Let's not get into the triple digits, please. That's gonna look so.
Imagine that. Like, hey, let me inspect element that just for fun.
Bro.
Oh, this browser does support inspect. That
16.7.420.
yes, there you go.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
Anyway,
I low-key a video I wanted to do, but I low-key gave my iPhone 8 away. was using the iPhone 8 for a day because I feel like that would have low-key been a fun challenge.
I feel like your only struggle with that would be battery, but other than that, I think it should be okay. Like,
I gave both my cousins for their birthdays in 2024. I gave them iPhone 7s, and then what's it called? And then I upgraded. I gave my cousin my mom's old iPhone 11, or what? My oldest, or my older. She's not older than me, but like the oldest one out of those three, I gave her an iPhone 11, and then I gave the two younger ones iPhone 8s as upgrades.
didn't you say
And
that they are that? Didn't you say that they're younger than the iPhone 8 itself?
yeah, well, one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them was born in. No wait, one of them was born in 2018. The other was 2014, and then the other's 2011. So like,
Oh my god!
I literally have phones older than these kids.
So you're telling me that this phone is 3 years older than your cousin themselves?
Yeah, than herself. Yeah, she's
Oh
got.
my god!
I gave her. I gave her six. I upgraded her from a 128 gig iPhone 7 to a 64 gig iPhone 8, and it's like she wasn't even using the storage anyway. Like what I figured she would
Yeah,
do is take like 1,000 photos with it and a bunch of random videos of stupid
yeah.
things. And it's like she doesn't even take pictures or videos on it. Like I remember when I was little, just like my iPod Touch, which was 16 gigs by the way, just filling it with random stupid videos and photos of me and my friends messing around.
This
Like,
iPhone 16 gigs and it's running iOS 15. I think it has like 5 gigs free on it.
I don't know how I survived on iOS 12 with 16 gigs.
Yeah. Why did Apple ship 16 gig phones until 2016? Like, that's criminal.
They should have stopped shipping 16 gig phones with the iPhone 6. The iPhone 6 should
We
have been a 2 gig phone.
we're here complaining about 128 gigs. We are so spoiled. We are so
No,
spoiled complaining about
it's funny
128
you
gigs.
say that because I went from a 16 gig iPhone 6s to a 128 gig iPhone 7 Plus.
Oh, bro, that would have been that felt like heaven.
Oh yeah, me and my friends filmed an entire movie the night I got that phone. It's on my website. We filmed an entire 32-minute movie on that phone the day I got it. I don't remember. Probably like 1080. I don't know. Whatever the default was. But like,
1080 30.
we filmed an entire freaking movie on that phone.
Yeah.
It was just. I'm like 16 gigs is like peasant storage. Like, can you imagine having a 16 gig iPhone today? You couldn't
Bro,
even
we were
store
just talking
iOS.
about iOS itself is bigger than 16 gigs now.
You would have to compress it down so much.
Bro, you could probably barely fit WatchOS on an iPhone 16 gig.
Can you imagine running WatchOS on a phone?
That would be like just running. Wait, hang on. Just running that tiny thing out there.
Yeah, imagine it just like.
But,
hey, I mean, I could do this. Hold on, wait. Let me find it. Wait, is how it's going to I could do this. I can do this.
It's an iPod the iPod simulator. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's cool. There's literally who's buying. I want to meet the guy who's buying the pro version of this. Animated artwork, syncable lyrics. Apple, just go on Apple Music if you want that.
Yeah, just use Apple Music at that point. Well, anyway, speaking of new phones that may or may not ship with 128 gigs of storage, the iPhone 17e is coming out here in a few days. So this episode is going to be dated here very soon.
17e is going to be an interesting phone. They're redoing the colors with a new pink color. And before you say anything, yes, I'm literally just improvising this as he pulls it off.
So, okay. So, the reports are very confusing because some people are saying it will have dynamic island, but other people say it won't. But I hope it does because that would be cool.
I think
That means the
dynamic island
notch. That
has
means the
got to be the
notch.
best feature.
Yeah, that means if this phone comes with the dynamic island, that means the notch may very well be dead this week, which is crazy.
Good riddance.
Yeah. MagSafe is finally coming to 17E. That's absolutely ridiculous. The 16E does not have that, so 17E is finally getting MagSafe. It's also getting the same front camera as the iPhone 17, so you can take landscape selfies in portrait mode. So you can have that same rear camera as the 16E, so nothing there. A19
You got
chip,
no idea
obviously.
how much I want the center stage camera on the
Dude,
iPhone.
that would
On my
be
iPhone.
the 17. That's one of the best features they introduced in the 17. That looks amazing. I wish they could add. I wish they could add this to the back camera, where you can take a landscape video to while holding the phone portrait. Like, take a video like this, holding a phone like this.
You know what would be cool is if they did like, remember that like ink phone from like 10 goons ago?
No.
It's like there was an ink phone, and basically on the back it was like an e-ink display, like a freaking Kindle.
Oh, the Yada phone.
Like what? If you here, go to the 17 Pro real quick.
Let me find it up. Right here.
See where they have that freaking huge ass, but see where they have like the glass. Not the camera
glass
thing,
back.
the glass where they have the glass. They should low-key make that like a second like a display, like not like a touchable screen, but like a display. So then you could hold it like this and do selfies with the back camera.
You want to see something?
Sure.
Do you see this phone? The Xiaomi 17 Pro? Where it has a second screen on the back?
Yeah, kind of like similar to that, but I think they should do it in that big glass area where they currently house the wireless charging coil.
How would that? How could wireless charging pass through at that point?
I don't know. When's the last time you wirelessly charged your phone?
All the time. I have a MagSafe battery now, so.
Well, I think they could still be done, and basically when it's like the screen isn't that thick. Like the screen wouldn't be that thick. Like it could still get through.
To be fair, OLED displays are very thin, but it would also be very expensive to put an OLED display on the back.
I think people would end up I think people would find it useful.
Yeah. Anyway, let me get back to 17E. So, okay, I'm going to piss off a lot of Android fans here. So this phone's gonna still feature a 60 hertz display, the 17E. But here's the thing.
It's the cheap phone. It doesn't need promotion.
Nobody cares about high refresh rate. The 16E was the number 4th best-selling phone of 2025. The 16 here was the best-selling phone, period, in 2025. And it has a 60 hertz display. Nobody cares about high refresh rate.
See, I'm going to counter you on that because the minute my mom got a brand new iPhone 17. And the minute I felt the promotion again, it's like night and day. But it's like buttery smooth. Like for a cheap phone, for like a cheap iPhone, I don't think it needs it. But like low key, like it's a personal preference. But like I low key missed the promotion from my 13 Pro.
yeah. You know, it's a nice to have feature, but clearly not everyone cares. When the best selling phone of 2025 was 60 hertz. So yeah. And still $600 price, which for the upgrades, if it has dynamic island, $600, and it might even be 256 gigs starting. Like, that seems pretty good. And it's a lot better. It's a lot bigger of an upgrade than this guy, the Pixel 10a.
Okay, you can fight me on this if you want, but
Yeah.
like the dynamic island was low key the last like really cool upgrade they did to the iPhone. The last like really useful one. Like the camera control is cool, but like in my opinion, like the 14 with dynamic island, like that is such a good feature. Like
Um.
like
I
they haven't added anything that significant like in recent times. I feel like
I'd
they've
argue.
done small improvements. I don't think they've done like that big of a what's it called update recently.
I'd argue the 17 series has some decent upgrades. Um, but in terms of actual like transformative features, I'd say Dynamic Island is up there.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's
Apple
quite
turned
literally,
what
quite
everyone
literally,
thought
it's up there on the phone. Haha. Joke.
App,
Anyway,
Apple
yeah.
turned what everyone thought was an eyesore into one of the most useful features on the iPhone.
Like, I remember the rumors of the 14 Pro. I remember the rumors of the 14 Pro. Which, do I still have this concept on my MacBook? iPhone 14 Pro. Do I still have this concept here? Uh, oh God, I do. Wait a minute. Will this download from iCloud in time? Oh, wait. Yes, I still do. People thought it would look like this. I mean, to be fair, it does in hardware, but people thought they just shipped the phone like this. We didn't know that they'd do that in all the software.
Yeah, it's a nice like from the minute you turn on your phone, that's the first thing you see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what the hardware looks like on the phone.
And then even when you're listening to a song, it goes up there. And then you can press down, you get that. It's useful.
Yeah, that's what the hardware looks like.
And
On
like
the iPhone Air, I don't know if you've noticed this, on the iPhone Air, it's reversed, so it looks something like that on the iPhone Air.
I never noticed that, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, I never paid
yeah.
attention to it though. So
It
the
it's
camera,
it's interesting. Yeah.
I think, as far as camera control goes, my mom so far with her first phone with camera control being the 17 hates it. My my mom hates it because she literally got a case that like covers it.
but
Because she hates it. Because she'll randomly hit it and then she'll take a random picture with it. So she like literally like in her pocket or something. So she literally like covered it up.
I
And I'm
I
like,
actually use the
I'm like, you could just turn it off in settings. She's like, no, I need this. I'm like, whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
I I
Like, okay.
I use camera control pretty frequently. I really like it. I know many people will disagree on that, and you want to bite me. So yeah.
Never used it. Like
Then bite
literally
me.
just play
Then bite me. Yeah.
like not literally never played it. Like I played around with it, but like I just don't like it's. I mean, like why would like it's this or it's this like if I could get out or like I just hold the button down like it's not that different like I
Anyway,
don't
let
find
me
it
go.
like that. I think it's cool. I just don't think most people care about it.
Let me go ahead and go on to my own rant here. The Pixel 10a might very well be the dumbest phone launch I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Because let me go ahead and compare it here with the Pixel 9a. First off, can you spot the differences in design?
The camera's moved like slightly and the color's different.
Yep, that's about it. That's about it in terms of design. But okay, what about features? Let's see. Okay, so it's slightly different dimensions, slightly stronger glass. What about the chip? You know, the chip should be faster, right? Um, Tensor G4, Tensor G4.
Wow.
Uh, okay. Okay, the new one has Bluetooth 6. Okay. Okay, faster charging. Okay, it has to be cheaper, right? If it's the same phone, but oh no, it's actually more expensive. 500 euros, and the old one is 370. Um, it's the same phone. So why would anyone on planet Earth buy this phone?
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of the iPhone 14 launch, like the regular,
except
like the base
that,
14.
except that actually had some changes.
Albeit very slight, but it did have some changes. I remember me and my friend do the iPhone 12 too. Also, I remember
No.
me and my friend bitching to each other that the iPhone 12 and 13 weren't weren't that different. And then the 14 came out a year later, and we're like, yeah, Apple didn't
That
even try to change anything.
the base model 14 was one of the worst iPhones of all time, and I'm gonna call it right here. This will be the worst Google Pixel of all time. There is no reason on planet Earth why anyone should buy. And in the past, I would justify small phone upgrades in the Android space like this because back then, uh, Android phones were not getting that many software updates. Like you'd probably only get like 2 or 3 if you're lucky. But now, look at this. You get 7 on the Google Pixel now. So the Pixel 9a is a crazy good deal because look at this. You can buy that phone for $280 and you still get 6 more years of updates. Like, that's great.
Gotta be honest with you, with the iPhone, I low key considered when the iPhone or when the new Z Flip came out, when the Z Flip came out, when whatever Z Flip was out when the iPhone 16 came out,
Z Flip
low key
6.
that the Z Flip 6, that was low key the closest thing to switching me to Android. And I was like, I'm one of the
Yeah.
few people
Yeah.
that thinks
When
that gimmick is actually cool, and it's like I just want the only reason the thing that stops me is because literally everything I own is Apple, and when you have Apple things that they work well with each other.
yeah,
Plus, literally all my photos are on iCloud, so I don't want to pay for Google storage.
yeah.
And and
So
I hate Android, which people can fight me on that. I don't like Android.
well, I'm glad you brought that up because that's a perfect segue into my next topic, the iPhone Fold. Let's talk about the iPhone Fold because that's coming out this year.
And
Um,
that will
let me pull
that
up.
will show me the concept because that might be my next iPhone.
So so I updated my concept. This is based on the recent leaks of the phone. So yeah, this is what the back of the phone should sort of look like.
Okay, looks like a
Yeah.
Google
So
Pixel with the camera.
yeah, I mean
But
that's
how
what.
big is it supposed to be?
So let me go ahead and pull up a front shot of the phone as well.
Because it low key
Right
looks a
here.
little squished.
This is what the front of the phone will kind of look like in terms of the aspect ratio. So,
Okay.
so yeah, that's what it look like under display camera. By the way, and guess what? Since this phone is such a peculiar aspect ratio, I did something a little different this time. Let me bring it up here because I may or may not have it. Be right back.
Running iPad OS. Did I guess? Did I guess right?
Um, Potentially, I made a mock-up of the phone here.
Oh, it's low
Yes,
key
I
kind of
made this.
like
So
to scale
here's
or no?
yes, this is 1-to-1 scale based on the rumors. So this phone, when it's folded, is this sit next to an iPhone 16 in a case. So this thing is tiny in terms of the height, right here. But look at how wide it is when it's closed. And let me actually do a little comparison here because this phone is very short. But let me put this in perspective how short it is. This is the first gen iPhone SE. The SE is taller than it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
I don't
so
know.
this screen will be 5.5 inches when it's closed. But see, it's very easy to reach up to the top since it's very short, a little bit harder to reach to the side. But when you
Do you
unfold
think
it, wait, actually, go ahead.
do you think the whole reason they made the iPhone Air was to like test the waters for to make an iPhone fold,
That's
like size
probably part of
wise?
the reason. That's probably part of the reason. Um, there's a whole other theory I have on that, which comes later. But when you unfold it, you're greeted with this screen here, um,
Yeah.
which is going to be about 7.8 inches when it's unfolded. So it's going to
So it's
be,
like an iPad mini.
yeah, sort of like an iPad mini size, except since it's very thin bezels, it's tiny, even smaller than an iPad mini, thanks to the thin bezels. So yeah, that's what that'll be like, and it's very wide. Unlike other foldables, where foldables are very square usually, this one is very wide. So the second you unfold it, you're already in the ideal aspect ratio, and this aspect
Mm,
ratio is the same as an iPad. So you can run all sorts of
okay.
iPad apps, and so it's probably going to run iPad OS when it's unfolded, which is great.
Or it'll run like some sort of like iPad OS esque design type thing.
I think it'll just run straight up full iPad OS when it's unfolded. Like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I
but
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's too small. Like screen
the
like
the outer display feels weird. Like the fact that it's super wide and tall. Like
that
obviously
reminds
this is
me
just
of
a mock-up.
that reminds me of the Samsung Galaxy Starfish or whatever it was.
Starfish.
Is that what it was called? I don't remember what it was called. It was like it was like a mini Galaxy phone. Like not the mini S4 not the Galaxy S4 mini or whatever the hell they called it. It was literally called like the Galaxy Starfish or something.
Samsung Galaxy Star something. Uh, I just looked up Galaxy Star. Um, yeah, whoops, that's what I meant to click.
Is it called the
This
Starfish? What the Yeah, I
is
found
this
it. Samsung Galaxy Star.
Star.
That's what
That's
it's
what I've
called.
pulled up here.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's like the kind of like size it reminds me of.
yeah. So to put it in perspective, this phone is shorter than the iPhone 5, but it's wider than an iPhone 17 Pro Max. So when it's folded, um, so yeah, it's gonna be an interesting device like that. Um, and I'm glad Apple does this. I'm glad that they did the wide aspect ratio when it's unfolded, because this I think is the ideal foldable aspect ratio. I never understand the square design of foldables. Like that's stupid. Um, but the compromise is the outer display. So, but I guess you're not
But
using this outer display as much for like all that stuff. You're mainly using. You're paying for the $2,000. You're paying for this. So,
you see,
yeah.
personally, I don't like. I think I think the fold phones are cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't think like even with the Galaxy Fold, like I don't think I could ever go get the fold phone. I like the Z Flip because I like the idea of the flip and like the front display. The fold, I don't
What?
think I could ever get. Just because the screen size is just so weird to me. It's just like
What?
I don't think I could ever get used to it.
I'm the exact opposite of you. What entices you about the flip? Because I never understand the flip. Like,
The
it's just the
flip,
same phone. It's just the same phone except compromised. Like,
the thing I like about the flip is you get the front display, which is cool. And like I'd rather have this like tiny flipped phone in my pocket because then what's called instead of having to pull out your huge ass phone, you just like go look at the time. You could prop it up as a camera. Like, there's a lot. Personally, I see a lot of uses for it, and the fact that like you could do a bunch of things just from that front display. Plus, plus you get like literally like what I was talking about earlier. You literally get like a selfie display on the front, and there's just like to me, it's just like I like the size of this. Like, I don't feel the need to carry an iPad in my pocket. Like, there's just not like unless the size like if they could keep the size like this and then make it like so it flips out or like I don't know how they do that, but like that I like the size of this. I just like I it'd be cool if it was it'd be cool if it was a flip phone because it's even though it's like a gimmick, it's like something. It's like something that kind of is cool to me.
Yeah, in my opinion, I find some use in this aspect ratio, but here's the thing: I don't really find the appeal in either one of these because uh, I like my iPad, and this will not get anywhere near close to the capabilities of this. There's just no way around it. And like
The only
I'm doing a
reason
lot of
I can
drawing.
see
Like I'm
the
doing a
only
lot of drawing on
reason.
this now. Like
Okay.
Samsung removed S Pen support on the Z Fold 7 because of how thin it is now, and I'm using my Apple Pencil a lot more now, doing a lot of drawing nowadays, and yeah, I just don't
Legit,
see a world where Apple put Apple Pencil support on here. So
yeah,
yeah,
legit. The only reason I could think that anyone would buy that phone is to like literally just like watch videos or movies. Like I don't see like any like actual practical use for it.
then you clearly haven't tried out iPadOS 26.
No, not the iPad. I'm talking about the iPhone. Like there's no like I can't think
Exactly,
of like
exactly.
the end
It's gonna run
user.
iPadOS when unfolded.
Yeah, but the end user is not gonna really like 99%. Like you and I are different, obviously, because we like make videos and shit. But like the average people that are gonna be buying phones, like most people are not gonna care about that.
Here's the
Like just
thing.
cold hard fact. I hate to break it. It's just not many people are gonna really care about it. And I
Yeah,
will gladly eat my words if people buy that phone. But like personally, like
this
I just
phone.
don't see it.
I agree with you. This phone will not sell well. This phone is meant for the nerdy power users. This is not a mass market phone. If you want a mass market phone, get the base iPhone, get the iPhone Air, get the Pro, the 18 Pro when that comes out this year. Uh, those are the mass market phones. This is not the mass market phone, especially at $2,000. This is not a mass market phone. This is just for the nerds like us.
2,000. That's a little steep. I can't lie.
2,000. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is $2,000. What makes you think this will
Yeah.
be any different?
Well, and I also agree that that's ridiculous. I
Yeah,
think
Z Fold 7, Z Fold 7 is
I think
2,000. Pixel Folds 1,800. Like,
I think 1,500 is like a more acceptable price. That or 1,500 I could live with because at least it's more than the Pro. But like the Pro Max, sorry. But like I don't know. I, I can't like I can't justify paying $2,000 for a phone. Like there's no way.
I agree with
Or,
you.
like
Again, this phone is not meant for us. It's meant for even more nerdier people than us somehow.
it's hard to believe. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
So
Take that back. That's for nerds. That's for people like us with money, who actually have money.
yes, yes. This is for the Quinn Nelsons.
Yeah, this is for the people that actually have money to spend on or have money to
Yeah.
waste on this.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of
Maybe not waste, which
compromises
is
to get.
money, extra money.
There's a lot of compromises to get to this form factor. For one, as you can tell, only two cameras on the back instead of three cameras. So it's only wide and ultra wide. Um, a few other things. The volume buttons are going to be on the top instead of the side, similar to like an iPad. And probably the most interesting compromise, Face ID is not going to be on this phone. It's going to have Touch ID on the side button, just like the iPad Air and the iPad Mini and the base
Huh?
iPad. Yeah.
I think for $2,000 they can figure out how to fit Touch ID in there, or Face ID in there, huh?
It's because the phone will be really thin. It'll be 4.5 millimeters thin when unfolded, and then 9 millimeters thin when it's folded, obviously.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for the iPodcast this episode.
There is a few other things I want to talk about for real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So, see, I was talking about the foldables here. Glad we brought this up because the other foldable came out recently. You probably have seen it already, but the Galaxy Z TriFold. Have you seen this guy?
I think I heard of it. It looks like a mirror.
But yeah, it's essentially a Galaxy Z Fold 7 that can unfold 2 times to give you a 10-inch display. This is what I want, because this is closer in size to something like this, and it can fold up to something closer to this. This is cool.
Yeah, that's more. I could see that being a better option.
Yeah, this is cool. The only unfortunate thing, we were talking about this guy being $2,000. You want to know how much this guy is?
2,500.
Higher.
3,000.
Slightly lower.
2,800.
Slightly higher.
29.
Yes, correct. $2,900.
Okay. That.
Yeah.
I don't like
20.
Just no.
I mean,
you can get a phone that basically does the. Like,
I mean,
it's cool.
Here's the thing.
It's cool. It's not $3,000 cool.
Yeah, this is. This is the
I
ideal.
Buy a fucking MacBook for that.
Two.
Buy two of my MacBooks for that.
Yeah, to be fair, this is the aspect ratio. This is the foldable that I want. This is the foldable design that I want. Also, obviously,
I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you.
This thing is not very durable.
I can tell. I fully agree with you that that's a way better design than what we currently have with a lot of phones. But like, $3,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Like, you have to be like. I consider myself like a person who uses my phone a good amount. I would not spend more than like my limit for a phone is like $1,200, $1,200 to $1,300. That's like the most I'll pay. Like fucking 3,000.
Yeah, $3,000. Here's Marquez's video of the thing. Yeah. I mean, again, this is what I want, but yeah, $3,000 is definitely steep for sure. But if Apple were to make that, we're talking, bro. We're talking, Tim.
Yeah, come on, Timmy. Come on, Timmy.
But speaking of Tim Apple, there's one more thing that has happened since the last episode, which is a bunch of Apple execs departed since the last time we talked here.
Oh.
And a lot of people, this happened back in December, a lot of people were in collective chaos about this. I believe 5 Apple execs departed within 1 week.
Over what?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about, because some people talk this stuff of being like some corporate exodus, but people were overreacting very clearly. For one, the first one who departed was John G. and Andrea, or JG. He was the AI chief, and we were just talking about Apple Intelligence. He was mostly responsible for the Apple Intelligence blunder that happened last year.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Yes, yeah, the keynote demos, all that stuff. So he's retired. He's retired now, and he's been replaced by someone from Microsoft now. So, yeah.
Are we gonna have Copilot littered all over iOS now?
No. They're not
I
gonna
literally
do that.
uninstalled Copilot off my Windows computer. Like I don't have Copilot anymore. I hate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Copilot. It goes ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, and
yeah.
Copilot. And like I hate Copilot just because of how much they shove it down your throat.
Yeah, Copilot is stupid. Then they also Kate Adams and Lisa Jackson, the environmental chief. You definitely saw her in like the Apple 2030 stuff. They both
Yeah.
retired as well. Um, and both of them, both these two retired not because they sucked, but because they just reached retirement age. They're just normal retirement age. So
Okay.
they reached
I
like
mean,
their
yeah, that
60.
lady was low key kind of old in the video.
They
Uh,
they're in their they're both in their 60s, so like it makes sense to retire at that point, you know.
yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah. And then after that, there was also one panic, a false alarm. Johnny Sorochi, he's the chip guy. You've seen him at Apple events, right?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, he's the chip guy. And
The chip.
but yeah, he's yeah, he's all about Apple Silicon. But this is a false alarm. He's not retiring. He's not retiring. He's staying. He sent out a memo, an internal memo, saying that he's staying. He's not leaving anytime soon. After the false report, so he's fine. But that leaves us with one person who is actually a genuine shock departure, who is Alan Dye, Apple's UI designer, which let me find a picture of him because you've definitely seen him as well. Alan Dye,
Okay, I'm
right
glad
here.
you brought him
Him.
up because that
Yeah.
reminds me about something else I wanted to talk about that I actually want to tell you about tomorrow. But
Yeah.
do you remember from MAC address, Jonathan Horst?
Oh yeah, he's back now.
Yeah, he made his own channel. I don't is it. I don't know if it's associated with LTT or not. But like
It's
he
not.
made his
It's
own
not.
YouTube channel. Okay, if it's not, I guess it's not. But like he made
Yeah.
a YouTube channel called Think Different, and it's like the first video he did was literally all about Apple's new UI, and he's like
Yeah.
he thinks we're like going backwards when it comes to UI design, and like a nostalgia aside, I feel like with iOS, like personally, I don't mind the iOS 18 design, but like I feel like I literally talking about iOS 18. Like there's like I liked that design, like that design was fine, but then like iOS 26 it just feels like they're dragging it. I feel like they made it like iOS 26, I feel like they just the liquid glass I just don't like I really don't think it's that big of an improvement. Like I think there's way better design changes they could have made. Like the new icons like are not that good. Especially the new
Well,
SSD icon with the macOS.
well, here's the thing. If you don't like it, then a lot of that has to do with Alan Dye because uh, he did a lot of form over function approach in terms of his design philosophy, and a lot of that is apparent with liquid glass. Like in macOS in particular, a lot of changes I'm not a fan of. Like a lot of changes in macOS I'm not a fan of in terms
I
of the
just
design.
think I just think we need to move more towards like realism. Like I'm not I don't think we should go completely back to like iOS 6 design cuz obviously that's like outdated now. But like I think we should go back to like realism in terms of like icon design in terms of iOS design because like the realism of iOS 6 is one of the things that I feel like it's helpful for people in the fact that like people who have either used the iPhone 100 times or if you're giving someone an iPhone that's never used an iPhone before, which granted most people have, but like the icons being realistic and more like realism. Like you look at like the Photos app Or you look at the settings app, it was like gears. Oh, it's setting. Or like realistic looking gears. Oh, it's settings. Or like the camera app now doesn't even really like look like a camera. You look at the one from iOS 6, you're like, oh yeah, it's camera. Like there's just like the design
The
or like
camera app in iOS 26 resembles the one in iOS 6. What are you talking about?
it just I think the idea of realism is just something we need to bring back. Like the iTunes store changing to a star doesn't make any sense. Like they should have kept the one from iOS 9. And even the news app, like there's just I feel like there's just way better ways to go about icon design than what they've done. And I also feel like there's just better ways to go about simply the iOS design because like I iOS 6 like the skeuomorphism like if which the skeuomorphism like that design I would argue was way more like how do I word this? It was way more complicated, but like the devices ran it well. Like but like now that we have liquid glass, it seems like even some of the newest devices like got a like tremendous is a little like a good pretty good slowdown from the new OS from the new iOS 26. Like
Okay, here's the thing here. Here's the thing. You're kind of missing the point of liquid glass. That we've had the flat design for 12 years. Liquid glass is designed to be familiar to the flat design. We've had the flat design longer than skeuomorphic design. And so liquid glass is just meant to add a tiny bit of flair to that flat design.
yeah, but that's the thing is I feel like we need to move away. We need to move farther away from flat design. Is my point. Because like
99% of things are flat. Look at this website. It's flat.
yeah, and I don't think that it's a good design. Like
But we've seen it for 15 years.
yeah, and I look you look back at some older you probably look back at an older version of the website. In my opinion, like the older design is just like the shadows and the textures. It's just like it looks so much cooler than just like a flat design. Like
Yes, but people don't like that anymore. You're in the minority. You're in the minority. I can tell you that for sure.
I don't know.
People
I
look
feel
at the
like
realistic design and they don't like that shit. Yeah.
well, I don't
People
know.
don't like
But like
skeuomorphism. You're living in the past, dude. You're living in the past.
and I'm not saying we should go back to skeuomorphism. To be honest with you, I think it looks outdated. But in saying that, I think we should move towards a more modern realism design. Like what we're doing now with
That's
like
liquid glass. That's liquid glass.
more modern version of that. And I'm not sure if liquid glass fits the bill. I guess.
It's agree to disagree. That's
Yeah.
here's the thing. Uh, in in terms of Alan Dye in particular, um, I don't hate liquid glass. I just think there's some improvement that could have been done with it. In fact, I
I
think
can agree
liquid
with
glass is a huge improvement over the old flat design. There is
I
some
can agree
again
with that.
some things are some things I don't like, particularly in macOS. There is specifically if I open up system settings, uh, look at this search bar here. Look at the search bar. When I scroll, look at this gradient and how it overlaps the text.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's something. And in iOS, that's not the case. And iPadOS as well, that's not the case. So I don't know why that's the case in macOS. That looks terrible. Um,
It's a good question.
yeah. So I like there is some improvement that could be done with liquid glass, indeed. But overall, I think it's a positive for Apple's design direction. I think for unifying the platforms, for unifying everything, like Apple's platforms have felt out of sync in terms of design for the longest time. Like, if you look at macOS Big Sur, if you look at macOS Big Sur alongside iOS 14, they night and day difference in terms of design there. If you look back at prior designs as well, night and day difference in terms of design. Finally, we have something that's actually consistent with everything. Like when you use one device to another, it feels consistent. And so that's the whole philosophy behind liquid glass, and I agree with that. I agree with that philosophy that Apple has done with this, and Alan Dye has done with this. But at the same time, I think Alan Dye definitely hasn't done everything perfect, and that's why I'm glad he's gone. So, yeah.
So, what do you think iOS design would be like if Scott Forstall never left? Like, what do you think iOS would look like today?
I genuinely think we'd still be on. I genuinely think things would probably not be different, or not be different. What I'm saying by not be different, I think things would not be different to what we have now. I think what happened would still happen to what we have now, with Johnny Ive taking the role of design for iOS. I think that would have still happened because
no, I know, but what I'm saying, is if that never like let's say Scott Forstall was a perfect angel and that never happened, and like nothing, and like he never got fired. Let's say he was still in that position today. What do you think iOS design would look like? Do you think it would look closer to what we have today or closer to what we had back in 2012?
I think it would still closer to what we have today, because eventually the flat design needed to happen. Windows was moving to a flat design. Android moved to flat design. So many OSs moved to flat design, and so many things moved to flat design. I think flat design was inevitable. It was going to happen one way or another, and I think it would have happened either way if Scott Forstall left or is still here.
It's funny you say that because I look on TikTok and I see these people that are like 2026 is the new 2016, and they have some pictures of like what they thought iOS in 2016 looked like. And it's some fucking like iOS like 6 era image, and like I can't help but check the comments and I see people commenting like pictures of iOS 10 and 9. Like, yeah, this is what iOS looked like in 2016. I'm like, I don't know what world they were living in where iOS still looked like that. But like we were long gone from that by the time 2016 rolled around.
Yeah, that was long dead. That was dead.
Yeah, that was the last iOS. The last scalomorphic iOS update, aka the last iOS 6 update, was like sometime in 2013. Not counting like whatever. Yeah, or 20. Really? Like I'm not counting 6. Not counting 6.1.4 or 6.1.6. Not counting those two is what I'm saying. Yeah. But like, not counting those two. But realistically, it's like by the time iOS 7 came out, people hated it when it came out. Like I literally have a whole video on it. But like by the time iOS 8 came out, no one really cared anymore.
Honestly, I think I'm going to call it now. People are going to say the same about iOS 26. A lot of people hate it right now, but I guarantee you, in 5 years' time, you're gonna look back at this moment to be like, oh yeah, we complain about nothing.
I feel like we should have waited. I feel like they should have waited till iOS 27 just for like shits and giggles to change the design. I feel like that would have been funny.
Well, yeah. So for iOS 27, we're doing the exact opposite of that, where we're actually going to iOS 27 is what we've been asking for years, a refinement year. No big. There's still going to be some changes, but overall, it's going to be another iOS 12 year.
So basically, it's going to be kind of like iOS 8, like where it's like not really much of a change.
Yes, but it's going to be refinements, performance, stability, and battery life. That's important. It's going to be about battery life as well. and some
And
Apple Intelligence stuff. Yeah, but yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
that's what we need.
Okay. Well, all right. I think we've covered all the topics. So,
Whew, yeah.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the iPodcast. Go check out both of our actual YouTube channels, Tower Tech Tutorials, which is me, and Tech God. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'm only 4 away, so go subscribe. And
I'm trying to get to 4,000.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in the next iPodcast.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. When should we do the next one? Because products are coming out potentially. Let's wait until after the March 4th event happens.
Yeah, I'll let you know. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it
All
for
right.
this iPodcast. I hope you
Yeah.
guys enjoyed, and we'll see you
Yeah,
guys in the next.
We had 3 people on this one.
Yeah. Later.
Actually, this guy's a robot. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
See you.